this week's chapter of Naruto, the ninja world is seemingly saved by Naruto and Sasuke as they seal away the evil ancestor of all chakra, Kaguya. But first, check this out. You get it. Your ass is a major part of your life, and it deserves the same amount of respect as the rest of you. And when you feel like the newly elected mayor of Septic City, it's time to reach for some one-wipe Charlies, the civilized way to wipe. You can have this and these high-quality razor blades shipped directly to your home by checking out dollarshaveclub.com/SKG. Shave time, shave money, booty wipes. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Yes, my friends, Kaguya has seemingly been defeated and sealed up by Naruto and Sasuke. She just had her skull cracked in by Sakura's meteor punch of badassery, and it looks like they're already wrapping up everything at the end of this series. And that's actually kind of surprising to me. Not only in this chapter will you get to see both Black Zetsu and Kaguya sealed up completely, but you'll also get to see the original body of the Ten Tails, the Geto Mazo statue, wrapped up in the Chibaku Tensei and set up flying into the atmosphere as it becomes the brand new moon. Not only that, but we got to see the return of a ton of classic Kages this week, some of which we've never even seen, some of which you have only been hinted at. This week's chapter was classic. It also had some really great artwork, and frankly, I'm a little shocked that everything's being wrapped up so nicely. The chapter immediately opens up from last week where both Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were attacking Kaguya at the same exact time, and it looks like their attack worked. She's immediately starting to be sealed away, and you can even see the eye on her forehead is immediately changing back to normal. Almost the way the moon transforms back to normal. And she actually gets sucked up into the Chibaku Tensei as it's being wrapped away, and I do like the fact that she's lamenting over that she's been defeated yet again and sealed away by her sons, by her descendants. You even get to see both Hagoromo and his brother doing the same exact thing to Kaguya. And I was a little afraid at first because I'm like, okay, Kaguya's been defeated. We're probably still going to have to deal with Black Zetsu. I mean, he's right there. But Naruto, acting like the boss that he is, decides to jump in, grab Black Zetsu's arm, and lets him know, alright, mama's boy, we're not going to have to deal with your shit. And he ends up throwing him right into the Chibaku Tensei, and it was oh so satisfying. So, the day has been saved. Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, Kakashi, all hanging out, getting ready to have a huge ninja kegger in the middle of this huge empty dimension, when suddenly Hagoromo brings all of them back to the real world as the Chibaku Tensei is rising up into the sky, and then he uses a Kuchiyose no Jutsu to summon all of these Kages just out of nowhere. Like I said, some of these guys we've actually seen before, some of them have only been hinted at. And this is going to have something to do with the ultimate finale of the series, and what I do find interesting is that Madara's body does return this week. Yes, and it actually seems to be fine. Even after blowing up and exploding and then being sucked up into the body of that thing, he comes out with nary a scratch. And I'm not really sure what to take from this. I hope he doesn't get up and decide to re-summon Kaguya or do something crazy or pull an Aizen on us, because frankly, it looks like we really are getting to the conclusion of this series, and that in and of itself is incredibly bittersweet. So, what's the rundown on this week's chapter of Naruto? I really liked it. I liked it mostly for the artwork this week, and mostly the stuff at the end when Kaguya was finally being sealed up, how all of the beasts were finally starting to explode out of her body. First they were chakra, then they finally materialized and slammed on the ground, and then you saw the Geto Mazo's body just exploding out all pissed off, and then you saw the rabbit that literally came out and started to like puke up shit. It was just so incredibly awesome, and I loved the artwork there. It's the type of thing that hopefully when they get to the anime version, it'll look pretty decent. The thing that's most shocking about this chapter, aside from the fact that Kaguya was defeated literally in just a few panels, is the fact that all of these Kages have returned out of nowhere. I'm really interested to see what Hagoromo actually has planned for these guys. I'm not really sure. What I do like is some of the scenes like when Naruto and Sasuke are finally sealing away Kaguya. It looks like the symbols on their hands actually disappear, and then when they cut back to Hagoromo, he has them on both of his hands, and then starts to perform his technique to pull everybody back into the dimension. So it's pretty insane. Other little artwork things that I loved. When the actual Ten Tails was finally emerging again, you could see that it was still like half Kaguya, half the Ten Tails. It had the horns and the hair, and then it slowly metamorphosed into the ghetto mazo and everything. Just the artwork is what really sold this week's chapter for me. I just didn't expect it to end so quickly, especially in the span of like half a chapter. The first half was pretty much like the full defeat and sealing away of Kaguya and Naruto being a badass and throwing Black Zetsu right into the Chibaku Tensei, which has another rock just suddenly slam right on top of it. I don't know if there's going to be a way for Black Zetsu to possibly come back. The fact that he's being sucked into space now almost makes it seem like it's not going to happen. I mean, how is he even going to get back to Earth? And even if he does, it's not like he's going to survive, you know, the atmospheric drop. He's going to be burned up. I'm thinking about this way too much, but still, this is a really important chapter because this could be the actual end of the final battle of the series. It's still sort of up in the air what Naruto and Sasuke are going to do at this point, if they're actually going to fight each other. If they do fight each other, I don't think it's going to be to the death. I don't think there's going to be any hatred involved. I think it's literally going to be a contest of skills. Who is really the better fighter at this point? Or even better, just throw both of their asses into the Chunin exam because they're still technically both genin. Although at this point in the series, titles don't mean anything, especially when it comes to all the power that a lot of these characters have. Otherwise, I really liked this chapter a lot. It wasn't perfect, but it was a nice, solid conclusion to the end of this whole Kaguya thing. The only thing is, I still want more backstory on Kaguya. I still want to know, like, what her whole story is. And the fact that Hagoromo is here with all of the Kages and most of the main characters makes me think that he's probably about to get into this whole, like, backstories and be like, I hope everybody just brought a snack, especially you dead Hokages, because I'm about to get into the whole history of how everything went down and how my mom is kind of a crazy psycho bitch. So hopefully they will explain that stuff. I do think it is going to be important, and it'll add a little more weight and credence to the existence of Kaguya's character. Because if this truly is the end of her character, and they don't like follow up or explain on any of it too much, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed. I still feel that Madara was a more entertaining villain, even Orochimaru, than Kaguya was. Kaguya still had some really great things. She had a cool design and some pretty interesting powers. But as far as her personality goes, nothing too much. And the fact that Black Zetsu sort of represents her personality, he didn't even get to do too much either. But still, great chapter, lots of action, fantastic artwork, tons of cameos from all of the Kages at the end, and it looks like we are almost at the end of the Naruto manga series. I'm almost going to shed a tear here, guys. So this week's chapter, not perfect, but still really entertaining, especially if you're a Naruto fan. So I'm going to give this week's chapter a 4 out of 5. Yes, if you guys did not know, we are changing the way we do our scores. Originally, we did 10 out of 10, but that's just too many freaking numbers, so we're reducing it down to 5s out of 5s. But this week's chapter was almost perfect, but still incredibly entertaining, and one that's going to go down in Naruto history, so it is a 4 out of 5. Check it out, my friends. It is awesome. Thank you guys for watching my review today. Before you leave, make sure and hit that like button so you can give this video a thumbs up, and please tell me what you thought about this week's monumental chapter of Naruto. Do you think Kaguya was defeated too easily? And what do you think is going to happen in the final part of the Naruto manga series? Make sure to subscribe to our channel if you have not already, so that way you can see all of our latest anime and manga reviews, and you can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. I'll put links for all of that stuff in the description box below.
Do you like Amazon.com? I know I do. Corey and I now have an Amazon link in our video description box below. And if you go to it and buy anything through Amazon.com, it will support our channel. So bookmark that link, make it happen, and support our channel without having to do a damn thing.
Another great way you guys can help support our channel is by donating directly through our PayPal link in the description box below. We recommend $2 a month, although this is completely optional. But the best way to go about this is by sneaking into your mom's room and taking $2. This way, she won't even notice. And we won't have to shake you up for all of your lunch money. So guys, that concludes this review today. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.